She thought I was working there, and that was my time off. I told her, I said, yeah, I'm off. I didn't want to tell her I'm off. I've never been on. That's what she thought. I was a housekeeper. I wasn't no housekeeper.
Because you lived over there in Beverly Hills on Doheny Drive. What's that address? Doheny Drive.
Hey, you didn't see no black people up there. The only black person you saw, if you see them walking up that hill, going on to the job, working for the white people there, somewhere on the job, that's where you would see them.
Y'all was the only black family in that area?
Yeah.
I remember living there. That was like 1995, 90.
Don't ask me what year it was, honey, because I don't know. But we were the only black people in that area. I'm telling you, I know the man next door to me, he was some kind of big something in the movie. I don't know.
A film director.
Oh, and somebody had stole his jewelry. So Bobby was coming to my house from Sunset walking up, and Bobby was walking up to the house. So I happened to hear some talking. I went to the door, and there Bobby was. They had Bobby back standing there against the wall of police. They thought that he had stole the jewelry from this man.
In the community?
At my house.
Wow, I ain't never heard that story.
Well,
so they had Bobby hemmed up, and they thought he was the one that was
the only black person that they saw there.
Yeah. So
Bobby had been up to his house, and he was coming to my house, and that was the only black person, that black man. So they thought that that black man had stole this man's jewelry.
And
so I happened to go to the door there. They were there. I said, Dennis, come here. Dennis came there, and they explained themselves. Dennis told him, this boy ain't stolen. I said, you get off my premises and don't let me catch you on here no more. He told him.
He told the police that?
Yes, he did.
Yup.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Somebody stole a man's jewelry. I don't know who did it.
And they said they thought it was Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby was the only black man. They saw a black man coming in the house, in the neighborhood coming into my house. They thought that he had stolen it.
They were wrong.
That 100%. Dennis get his cap. Come on, boy.
Yep, we going down to the store. What, Pavilions?
Going down to,
Pavilions.
What was the name of it?
Pavilion. Yep.
Going down to the store.
That was the grocery store over there, the Pavilion.
That was the grocery store. Everybody knew him down there. Well, he was known in that area because he could very easily be known because he was the only black man in there. There's another black man in the middle of the block. What was he? He was a movie star. What was his name? Bobby know. I know when Trick or Treat was, y'all went by his house and he just piled y'all up with candy. I don't know his name.
Yeah, I'll find out though.
He lived the middle of the block. Yeah, he and I was the only black people in there.
See, that was a different kind of time.
He had a big, beautiful house.
You know, but the house that we had is nice. It was nice, and you know, it did its job. You know, we all grew up and had a little time in the house.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You know, but yep, those times. And then you say y'all was getting. You said y'all was working for how much when you first got that nursing job?
Huh?
When you got that nursing job?
Oh, many years when I was a young woman. I working from 7 to 7 at night in the hospital for $7 a week. 7 to 7. And I worked for a couple of white people. I will go there, and this is my duty. I clean the house, wash the clothes, and take care of the children for $200 a week.
Wash clothes.
Yeah.
Take care of the children. And what? Cook?
I wasn't no cook. I couldn't cook.
But you'll wash clothes, take care of the
I
children.
went there and cleaned up their house. I cleaned up their house. I cleaned the windows and took them sheets. The sheets were yellow from the kids peeing on them. Took them sheets, and they had been. I didn't have a washing machine. I had a pot that you wash clothes in.
Oh, a big pot.
A big pot that you put them in there. Put them clothes in there and put me some Clorox in there. Open up the windows, wash the windows, scrub the floor with sand. And when the man came in from job, he said, "Oh, the house smelled so good." I cleaned up their house.
Yep.
Oh, and I said, "Oh, I got it made now. I got it made." I'm making $2 per week.
Hold on now.
Wait, let me finish. $2 per week. And I said, "Oh, I got it made now."
Hold on, you made $2 a week?
Yeah.
Cleaning the house.
Washing the clothes.
Washing the clothes and watching the kids.
Yeah.
And what year was that? That was like probably like.
That was some big money.
That was like when you were like a teenager. So that was like 1920, 19.
I wasn't 20.
No. 1930 or something like that.
I wasn't 20 yet. I was a teenager.
But you were born in 1917, so that must have been like 1930.
Don't ask me what year it was. What the year?
$2 a week.
$2 a week.
That's so crazy. And that was a lot of money.
Tell me about it. So I figured I got it made. I done scrubbed the wooden floors, wiped the windows and washed the clothes, and the house was smelling good. So this particular day, the boss came in with his head down. I didn't say nothing, I wondered. And he told his wife, said, "I got laid off today."
Wow.
I said, and that meant my job.
That meant your job was the first to go.
They wouldn't have nothing to pay me with. That was my job. That was it. He told me that he had got laid off. So I didn't have no more $2.
So you had to find another job.
I had to find another job.
Wow. $2 a week.
Those were some tough times after. Those were some tough times. You hear what I'm telling you?
Yes, ma'am.
Wasn't making no money, but what we did make, we could survive with it. So my father's sister had a big house uptown in Greenville. And she had roomers. You got this room and then. And boarders, I guess you would call them, because she would fix food for them. After her kitchen was much bigger than that bathroom. And listen, big enough for her to have the stove and a table. Them men would have to sit in that hot kitchen and eat.
Yeah.
Lord, it'd be so hot in there, honey. But she had them boarders there. And then you would come up in the house, just like you come in here. Now here's the bedroom. And you go right there and step down. There was a stove. They had a stove. But back in the back where the kitchen was wasn't much big enough to have a stove in there and a little table. And she had room. But them men were sitting there and be sweating.
Sweating, huh?
They'd be sweating and eating.
They was getting some food, though.
They were getting the food. And you know what she would do on a Saturday? She would make food and take it to the laundry and sell the people lunch at 12 o'clock.
Wow.
At 12 o'clock. Now, Uncle Tom had a burger and a horse. The horse was a big white horse, and he had a burger. Uncle Tom was get drunk. Drunk. And that horse would bring him back home. Now, people wouldn't believe that, but that is a true fact.
So he would be drunk. He couldn't control the horse, and the horse would.
In the burger, he's in the burger. You know, in the burger you got
the reins.
Yeah. But that horse, when Tom get drunk, that horse knew how to bring him home. Bring him home. Bring Uncle Tom home in the backyard. Huh?
This stuff is strong.
Okay. Bring him home in the backyard. And when he get it, that's the truth. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it.
He tried to buy her a car.
He wanted to buy her a car. But she would go to the laundry and sell sandwich, ice cream, homemade ice cream, and on a Saturday evening, sit on her porch and sell ice cream and cake. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's what she did.
And she made her money.
She made money. But she was a close-stanger woman. Very close. We were going up there, and our car give out of gas. And Papa didn't have no money. Papa told Mama, said, Scoop, said, go up there and tell Ann, they send me some money, send me $2 to get some gas.
Yeah.
You know what she said? No, tell Brody to push the car on home.
Wow.
Cross my heart. Didn't send him nothing. She was
stingy.
Tight as she could be. Yes, Lord. We had some time, Tony.
Wow.
So we stayed there. Billy, Jackie, and myself had a room there together. Now, Jackie, that was my cousin. She didn't know nothing about no electric. All she knew about Atlanta. She didn't know about electric. So we told Jackie, we got in the bed, told that nut, said, turn the light off. That nut tried
to blow the candle out.
Oh, Lordy. Lord, after we tied there, we went through something, honey. And where we live, when we lived in the country, listen, if it come a snow, or drifting snow, on your quilt, you would have snow. Snow done drift through the roof. It'd be snow on your bed, on top of your quilt.
So the snow was getting in there.
The snow would drift in there. Well, that showed the house was old and the people, the landlord didn't fix it.
Yeah. So y'all had to just manage.
You have nothing else to do but stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else to do but stay there. Listen, let your Aunt Sarah, listen, Sarah can tell you about it. Sarah, it witnessed some of it.
Mm-hmm. I know she did.
And a mattress like this, we had a straw mattress. Now, where that straw came from, I can't remember. But that's the kind of mattress we didn't know nothing about this kind of mattress.
Mm-hmm.
We slept on a straw mattress.
A pile of straws, what you slept on.
Straw, yeah. And for the sheets, my mother was a very thirsty woman. Mama, make her sheet. Papa buy the sheet material by the boat. And Mama make her own sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she make our clothes. Mama make our clothes. Make some all our underclothes things. Mama make them. Yes, she would. And she worked for the white people next door to us, down in the valley there. And they would pay her in clothes if she would take it. Because she had a daughter by mine and Billy's side. And they would pay her in their daughter's clothes. You know, the clothes that she wanted to get rid of from her daughter.
Yeah, so she'll give it to y'all.
Yeah, and she would. That's what she would pay Mama in if Mama would take it, and Mama would take it most of the time. And anybody tell you, Mama's daughters was the best dressed girls at Reedy Falk Baptist Church.
Reedy Folk?
Reedy Falk Baptist Church.
Where's that at?
That's in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
You've been there. Let me tell you when.
Is that the church we went to where they had all the Sullivans in the cemetery right next door?
Yeah, that's the church.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking
That's
about.
the church, because we out on there, it was woods over there.
I remember.
Everybody would park their mule, their wagon, that was their car. Very few people had cars. They'd come to church in the 2-horse wagon, and they'd park them over there. And that cemetery is
right next door.
Sullivan, all of them.
Yeah, all the names I saw was Sullivan.
Sullivan, that's my mother's people. We're related to those people. Those are Sullivans. Oh, my mother was Sullivan.
Even the church when we went up there, the church parking lot was all grass. It was just all the grass over there. That's where everybody parked their cars, on top of the grass.
That's right.
So it's the same thing. It's just, modern. There's more cars now.
Yeah, nice and different stories.
Yeah.
And then what they did, they made that highway, they made it wider because it used to be a dirt road, and they made it a concrete, you know, and they covered up some of the cemetery. My grandmother and great-grandmother is covered up there with that. When they expand the highway, they were buried, the Sullivan right here, and they expand that highway. My grandmother and great-grandmother is under that highway.
The graves is under the highway.
Yeah.
They just they don't care.
Ooh. But you look in that cemetery, all them Sullivans that you see there, that's our family.
And that's Reedy Fork in South Carolina.
Baptist Church.
In South Carolina.
In Greenville, South Carolina. All them Sullivans that you see there, you're related to them. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. And you know the Sullivan that worked with Robert?
Yeah.
That tall, light-skinned man?
Yeah.
You're related. They're related to you. You're related to him. That's on my mother's side.
That's crazy. We got a lot of family.
You got a lot of family. Now, that's like today. You hadn't met them people. That young people.
Yeah.
That's family. That was family. We got a lot of family.
We got a lot of family.
But you enjoyed that. They're playing
Oh, yeah. They Sullivans too, the family that we saw today?
Huh?
The people that we saw today, are they Sullivans too?
No. They're not Sullivan. The man, mother, my husband's sister.
Okay.
Now the man's mother
Is your husband's
was my husband Edward Taylor's sister.
Okay.
So
that's family through marriage.
Yeah, that's into the family that I married. Into the family that I married. But the Sullivan, that's not into a family that I married. That's
blood.
Yeah, my mother's a Sullivan. That's into the Sullivan.
So my great grandmother is a Sullivan.
Yeah.
And that's your mother.
Yeah. It was all into the Sullivan. And this tall man that worked with Robert now, you're related to him.
Yeah, but does Robert know that?
I know he does. Now that man's children is here. They're in Charlotte. He brought him to the car and made me acquainted with him when I was sick. I was in the car, I was sick, and he brought him his children. He has a family.
So you can meet him.
They live here in Charlotte. But I haven't tried to meet them because I don't know what they're into. See, these young people be into so much. I'm not interested in Just let them go. But you're related to them, honey. That's who you relate to. And when you go to Reedy Falls Baptist Church, you see all them Sullivans along there. You're related to them.
I remember I saw all of them Sullivan grave sites. I saw at least like 10 people that said Sullivan right there. They was all right there next to. It's right next to the church.
Yeah, well, that's your family.
And
That's your.
it's not even gated. It's like just open in the open. Like right, you walk right into the church. You could walk right into the cemetery right there.
That's your family, honey. That's your family. That's on your mother's, on your grandmother's side. Now, Papa's family, most of them is in Belton, South Carolina. I'm from Greenville.
Belton?
Belton, South Carolina. Now, that's where she's in Greenville. I haven't been to. Your cousin had it when I said I want to go see her. Now, that's where she's in. Now, that's on my husband's, my father's side. That's on the Evans side. Cause now, the Evans is from Belton, South Carolina. That's where the Evans are from.
Okay. So a lot of the Evans family, the main family is based out of Belton, South Carolina.
On the Evans side.
And the Sullivan side is based out of Greensboro. Greenville.
That's the way the ball bounces.
All right now. Now we working with words.
And then my great-grandmother was mixed with the Indian, and she could sit on her hair. That's how long her hair was.
Your great-grandmother?
Yes, sir. My great-grandmother, she didn't weigh no more than about 115 or 20 pounds.
Wow. What was her name?
Viola Sullivan.
Viola Sullivan.
And we would go up there, and we would sit down in the Indian style. You know where the Indian said she'd have us all to sit down there. And she was a slave. And she told us about the slave life, the life that she had to live. And she had long hair. And she said her mistress would call her. She had some, I don't know what you call them. It's like this. Now this is, you put pressed hair with it. It would be hot. You heat it. Now I said that woman would call her to the bed and clip her hair with that heating thing.
It's like a hot iron.
That's it. That's it. And said, the lady took her, they call it a night glass, the night pot that they have to use, if they had urine or whatever. Said she had called her to the bed and thrown that in her face.
The hot water?
No, the pee or
the
something.
Pee?
Whatever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And just because she was just being mean, being hateful.
Yeah, well, a white woman could do that. You black, you was a slave. You black, you was a slave. And then, just like you say, I'm a black woman. I'm a healthy black woman. And you a healthy black man. Well, they put us out here to have children. And then, just like you say, you want to buy a child. They put the mother on the chopping block, and they bid on that child. It was hard out. But she escaped. She ran away. She said she escaped. And it wasn't long before they were freed. But she said she put her clothes in a bag, in a pillowcase. and she run and hid behind a tree, quoting, said, and the boss got on a horse and trying to ride. It was like the wood fences are, like you see a wood fence.
Yeah.
The boss ride around there trying to find her. Said when the horse passed along, she's out here in the woods. Said when the horse passed along, there said the horse panicked like that. And he told, get up, go, go. Horse went on around. Then my grandmother escaped, and it wasn't long before the slaves were freed. Because she said she escaped, run behind. She said she had put her clothes in the pillowcase and said she just couldn't take it no more. She was going to escape.
Or die trying.
Yeah, yeah. She told us so much. We'd go there after, and she had a garden out here. She'd go get some collard greens and some fat back and put it in the pot and put that big pot to the fireplace
Mm-hmm.
to cook that food. And then she had some big iron skillets. She put her cornbread in there and put that skillet on the wood, on the fire there, and cooked that cornbread.
Wow.
I've been there, baby.
You done seen the hardships.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm. These people nowadays, they don't know about it.
They don't know nothing. They don't know. See, the young generation wouldn't go through that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The young generation. But you couldn't hide. Because if you run, if Mr. John see you, he gonna get you. So you couldn't hide.
Mm-hmm.
So you just had to go through the thing. So my mother and father, God bless them, education. Mama wanted education. Mom and Papa was able to send 2 kids to college. That's my sister Billy and myself. I got the picture of the college where I went to. Mom and Papa sent the 2 of us to college. And we worked. We worked to help pay our tuition, help pay the college bill. Yeah, I was the matron over the dining hall. I worked in the dining hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then, on a Saturday, the washroom, they had a washroom there. I would tell, just like I'm going to do your hair,
Mm-hmm.
I'd tell the girl to go out there and get me a place in the washroom. When I finished in the dining room at the college, I'd go to the washroom there and do hair for 10 cents a head.
10 cents to do somebody's whole hair?
Wash it, straighten it, and curl it. For
10 cents.
10 cents. Now, I did that. Yep.
And that's how you was making it.
Yeah, that's how I'm making it. Mom and Papa would bring food. They could let them, the college would let them bring food to help with the tuition and pay the bill. They would do that. But I would work.
Mm-hmm.
Billy did the same thing. We'd work in the dining hall, and that would help pay our tuition fee. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then in college, I sang on the glee club.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd go to these big white hotels, and we would sing. That's what we would sing there. And after the singing, they would serve us food. I did that. See, I know if I get in some of the activities, I get to go places.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the basketball team. That's how I messed up my knee at Payne's College.
Mhm.
I think it's Payne, Georgia or Haynes, Georgia. One of them places on the hardwood floor. Because we had been playing on the ground.
Mhm.
Oh, honey, we got on that hardwood floor. You couldn't tell me nothing. And I tried to make a crip shot like the boys do,
Mhm.
and I failed. And that's how I messed up my knee. From that day to this day, it's still messed up.
Mhm.
They carried me in the back room there and worked with that knee. They did something to it. We went back out there and played basketball. We won that game. I was so hey, your grandmother didn't let no grass grow under my feet.
Mhm.
No sirree, no sirree. I was something.
Yes,
I was
man.
something
And
there.
you still are.
I was something there. And now what did I do?
What else did you do? Wonder Woman.
I'm trying to think what was that, why she, I know what, listen, let me tell you this, that I ain't gonna tell you nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the photography
Mm-hmm.
would come to the college and make pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So he had been to this white college and made pictures, and he had them all open there so we could see him when he come to the black college.
Mm-hmm. Like a example.
Yeah, so we had our pictures made. So when he turned his back, my cousin Jackie, which is dead and gone, she stole them white pictures.
Wow.
And wait now, and put them in my notebook. Now listen to me. After that, I didn't know nothing. We went on and we out in a little park. I left my notebook with it time for me to go into the dining hall. So somebody carried my notebook and give it to the matron. Now the photography had asked about the pictures, but nobody knew nothing about them. And the matron looked at my notebook, and there are all them white pictures in there. So she called for me that evening after I got off to come to her office. I went there. She said, "Is this your notebook?" I said, "Oh, yes." I said, "Thank you." I said, "I didn't know where my book was." Then she opened it up, and there are all them white pictures. Now there I am, holding the bag. I don't know what she called me. She called me some kind of name. And we had on the first floor in the dorm, it was one girl's room was nasty. They didn't keep a clean room. They had a dirty room. She told me, said, "You got a choice. Say you go there and take a toothpick and clean that floor, clean that room, or I'm going to send you home." And I know my mother and father would be too hurt for me to go home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I said, "Well, I'll clean their room." And I went down there and had got on my knees, had the water in the pail and the toothbrush and all, and started cleaning it. And my grandmother died. And Papa came to pick me up so I could be there to go to the funeral. So she called me, because I saw it that night. God showed it to me that night. And she called me, the matron called me from my job down there that I had to do that or go home. Only kind of now, God knows I'm telling the truth. My cousin stole them white pictures and put them in my notebook. And they found them in my notebook. And they didn't pay nothing I said, no thing. Papa came, and Papa identified himself who he was and what he came for. He came to pick me up. Because God showed it to me that night. I got up in the night and packed my bag, got everything ready to go. And this same jacket, she said, "What you doing?" I said, "My mother or grandmother is dead. I saw him. God showed it to me." So she sent for me. I'm down there cleaning that stinking room. The matron sent for me. When I come up there stand Papa. I said, "Papa," I said, "who is it, my mother or grandmother?" He said, "It's your grandmother." Said, "And I come to pick you up." I said, "All right." I said, I packed my bag that night. I said, all the thing I got to do is go up and pick up my bag. God showed. He shows me. God shows me things. He showed me things. But my cousin did that. She did that to me.
And the grandmother that you're talking about is the one with the long hair? The one that...
No.
That's a different grandmother?
That was the other one. That was the other one. That was my mother's mother.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That was my mother. So Papa came to pick me up, and I went home, and we went to the funeral. But honey, I was sorry that my grandmother was gone. But I was glad that I didn't have to clean up that dirty, stinking bathroom.
So you didn't have to finish cleaning that bathroom?
No, I didn't have to finish cleaning. She gave me a choice, the matron.
Yeah.
She said, "You can clean it,
or you going home,
or you can go home. The choice is yours."
But at least you didn't have to clean it.
And I know
and you still went home.
I could not break my mother and father's heart. I had to do it there.
Mm-hmm.
But I made the glee club there.
You played basketball there.
And I played that's what's wrong with my knee now. In Page College in Augusta, Georgia, I'm trying to make a crip shop like the boys made.
You trying to cross somebody over.
And honey, let me tell you, boom, I fell down and being on a hardwood floor, because we wasn't used to nothing playing on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, you couldn't tell me nothing. I'm out there trying to show off.
Mm-hmm.
Make a quick shot. I whirled and turned and messed up that knee. And this knee will be like that until I leave this world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I didn't let no grass grow under my feet. No. Join the glee club and we go to these big hotels and sing. And the people would take up collection and give it to us for the college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I made the choir, and I get to go. See? And those that didn't make it, they wasn't going to take them. They only take the glee club. And I made the glee club.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I'd do anything to be on the going side.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in high school, I was at a boarding room, and Mama hadn't brought my winter coat.
Mm-hmm.
Ball team, they made me, I was the captain of the basketball, girls basketball. So we had to go to Greenwood, South Carolina one night to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And I told the principal, I said, "I can't go." I said, "Cause my mother hadn't called." We were rooming. I said, "My mother hadn't brought my winter coat." He said, "Gussie, it ain't no problem." I said, "Wait." He went in the house and got his wife's camel hair coat out and told me to wear it, because that's what he wanted me to do, to be there to help play ball. Okay, now we beat that team. If you beat that team, they're ready for fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm running across the railroad track and fell. And I said, "Oh, Lord, have mercy. I done messed up this woman's coat." Nobody, everybody thought it was my coat.
Yeah.
But that was the principal's wife's coat.
But he wanted you to be there, so he made sure you had a jacket.
He wanted me to be there. I ain't bragging, but I could play a little ball. Sarah,
mm-hmm.
they could play too.
Mm-hmm.
But he wanted me to be there, and he gave me his wife's coat. She agreed for me to wear it. Then I guess she did. He brought it for me.
Did you give it back?
Huh?
Did you give it back?
Oh yes, I give it back to her. I give it back to her. I was grateful to get it. I give it back to her. I've been through. Yeah, I've been through it, honey.
This is some stuff. This is some stuff I've never heard before.
But God have brought me safe this far through many things. Now I want to tell you how crazy I won't say I was crazy, but I was just bold. I tried anything one time. So was a tunnel there. And none of the girls would go through it. They was afraid to go through it. You know what I did?
No.
I went through that dark, I didn't know what I was going into. I went through that dark tunnel and come out on the other side.
Wow.
My father carried me through it. And this is one thing we had on the campus to have a big hall, you know, where you have dancing. So the girls on the campus, some of them was, but some of them, they didn't do nothing. We were going with the boys in the community, not the campus boys, the boys in the community. So this guy that I was lacking in the community. All right, we was at this dance, and I had on them high heel shoes, and I had borrowed the girl's red gown. I had on this red gown. Oh, we were in, and the big doors were closed. After a while, them boys from the community came there and pushed them doors too open. And honey, the community boys and the boys on the campus was fighting with chairs and fighting. You know what I did? I took a window. And clap for God in heaven. I had on these high heel shoes. Honey, I jumped out that window. And there's a lot of sand there. I'm trying to get back to the campus. I pulled my shoes off in the night. It might have been around 10 o'clock. After. And you talk about running, and around the college was barbed wire fence. I had to go through that barbed wire, and I heard that dress say, "Cook." I said, "Oh, I done told that woman." Some of the girls didn't get back until a couple of days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But we had a lot of fun, though.
Y'all was out there living y'all life.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Let them boys start fighting. They start fighting. When I saw them boys fighting, I couldn't get to the door to go out this way, but there was some windows.
There you go.
I got it at windows.
There you go, in the high heels.
Lord, I had some good times and some bad times. But I made it. I made it there.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mama come down there, and she sat at the table with the faculty. So the head of the school asked me the next day, said, "What did you tell your mother?" I said, "I told her I wasn't going to graduate because I didn't know whether I was going to make it or not." I got my diploma. I made it. Now, I got the picture of the college that I went to. It's up there.
Let me look at this thing. That's the school?
That's the name of the school, Betty's Academy.
Trenton, South Carolina.
Trenton, South Carolina. Now that's where I went to college. He wasn't black. I mean, he was in the black race, but he was, I don't know. He was real light. I don't know what he was.
You was out there causing trouble.
Yeah. And then I wait on the faculty at the faculty's table. You know, their table different than what our table was, the faculty. And their food was different. Cause honey, we have some cornbread, hard cornbread, and black molasses, black-eyed peas. That's what we had, yeah. I know I visited before I went there. And I said, well, I can't eat this. I told the boy that I was going. He said, just mess over there and try. Just mess over like you eating it.
Mess around.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. Because I